Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, we're about to do another Heroes of the Storm game with the viewers. In this match I'll be playing as Valla, and during the game I'll be explaining the basics of my hero and the map. As usual, this is just extra content, not a replacement for Age of Empires 2. So if my extra content is well received, then I'll do a few extra AoE2 videos in the coming weeks. Last but not least, if you'd like to play this, Age of Empires 2, or other games with me, then feel free to head on over to my Twitch TV page. You can find my live stream schedule by going to the link and then scrolling underneath the video player on my Twitch page. Now, I do have some other Heroes of the Storm stuff that I'll probably have uploaded before this, which I'll explain the game a little bit in greater detail there. I'm playing on an alternate account here because a lot of the players are going to be new, so I wanted to give them a little bit of a better chance at just being able to experiment. My level's only 1 because I'm on NA this time, and I was playing on EU before this. Voice is dying a little bit. Allergies, ugh. Heroes of the Storm is a fun action RTS MOBA style game similar to Dota and League of Legends. It's a lot more approachable than those. The games are shorter. It's a lot more streamlined. I like all of those games, but Heroes of the Storm is one that I think is very suitable for playing with your friends in a relaxed learning environment. So I think it really fits with my idea for how I like to handle my live stream. Playing as Valla here, Heroes of the Storm, the objective is of course to protect your own core, which is Poseidon here, his mighty stone pecs. We must destroy the enemy core. In order to destroy the enemy core, we have to, destroy all of the structures in front of it. And yeah, we'll have to go take care of those bad boys. I think our lane setup is not optimal at all, but screw it. Should be fine. Okay. We'll be going up to the top lane, I suppose, as Sergeant Hammer. And yeah, we're going to be doing... Make sure that you have one person to every lane. Of course, the lanes are the paths to the enemy base, which, creeps will spawn from our core to these little computer-controlled fellows over here that we have to, utilize if we want to take down the enemy core. And that's because these towers that protect it do prioritize shooting at your little creep buddies first. So you want to make sure that you always have creep support with you when you're, trying to push down a tower. So we're gonna have a little bit of engagement here on this. Oh, it's the zombie wall. Curses. Probably shouldn't have tumbled all the way in there. I'm still getting used to playing this game and streaming it, as I've never actually done it before today. So I'm gonna focus on the Zebo. I think Chen's dead. Is he dead? Yeah, Chen's dead. Alright, so it sucks. And now the objective has spawned immediately. There are all sorts of different types of maps in Heroes of the Storm, which all have a different set of rules and things that you gotta keep in mind. There's a lot of stuff I have to explain while playing God. And here, of course, if you have no idea what you're doing, you just look above the minimap and your Lord and Savior Blizzard will tell you where you gotta go. And in this case, some chests are spawning, and we have to go, contest them, collect the coins. Butcher's backing out, actually. Oh, wow, I didn't actually grab that. So close. See if I can tumble in here and maybe steal this. So it looks like Chen's going to do some good zoning that allows me to actually get all 3 coins. I should have had about 1 more. Yeah, every map has a different set of mechanics. Gonna tumble out. Pay people some. So there are a couple interesting things about Heroes of the Storm that do sort of differentiate this game. I wanted to get that regen glow, but didn't get a chance to tumble onto that. As we level up as a team, so you can see our level, we're level 3. The enemy team is level 2 right now, which means we're a little bit stronger than them. There are no items in this game, you don't have to last it. These might sound really bad, but I swear it actually kind of works. The idea here is that just to be near the creeps when they die, and you gain experience to level up as a team, and instead of items, every few levels you can select a talent which upgrades your abilities and adds some sort of additional effect to it. Your abilities automatically improve as you level up instead of your stats, your HP, your attack damage, everything, but you can add extra effects with your talents. You do it every 3 levels. I'm going with the multi-shot build here. It's a good idea to try and pick talents that have some degree of synergy with them, and another thing to keep in mind is that there are a wide variety of ways to build your character, play your character, so I definitely encourage an open mind, experiment. Basically every hero in this game is at least usable to a degree. They're all viable, and there is a wide variety of ways to play them and to talent them. So 5 seconds until I can grab the healing wall. I don't think I can safely grab that regen globe because Diablo's standing on it. If you want to see kill counts, you gotta open up the scoreboard, which I have hotkey to tab. We have 1 death and they have like 1 kill. And then you can see the coins here. What do we do with the coins? Well, we turn them into Captain Blackheart himself. When I first saw this game, I thought this game was going to be awful because like the first gameplay video I saw was like Blackheart's Bay, and I was like, there's this guy in the background. It's a really annoying pirate guy. I was like, please tell me he's not the official announcer. Please tell me the game's not always going to be like this. And well, I actually like Blackheart Bay as a map. Thought Blackheart was really annoying at first, so good news is he's just 1 map if he bugs you, and he's started to grow on me. You're kind of like a tumor. I used to think that Brightwing's voice was annoying, that Blackheart was annoying too, but now I actually think they're both awesome. Brightwing being my favorite hero. I am the Demon Hunter from Diablo, yeah. Jen would like some assistance clearing out these neutral creeps. The neutral camps, there's like a jungle in this game, much like in League of Legends Dota, but there's some differences here. For starters, in this case, either they die and they drop some sort of objective, or they die and then they help you push lanes. Thank you, Okami Sensei, for the resub. You're coming up on 1 year, 11 months. Now, here's the thing. We right-click on Blackheart to go pay him for his services, of course, but there's some downsides here. If you take any damage, it stops turning in the coins. Now, ideally, you want to be attacking Morales, the medic, of course. Sort of TF2 style. She has her little healing beam. You want to focus on the medic if you can. Sometimes it's not always feasible to get to her, but thankfully she's put herself in a vulnerable position. And if we kill her first, then it becomes a lot easier to actually kill Diablo himself. Now that they're all dead, we have an opportunity to turn in here without being disturbed. I think that there are a lot of really, really good talents here. I think the Vault Refreshes Hungering Arrow is definitely one of the better ones, but I sometimes think that the Caltrop thing can come in handy when you don't have a lot of peel and the enemy team has a lot of dive potential, but they really just have Butcher. I guess he's just unstoppable, so. This one is the more aggressive one. Hot Pursuit's actually okay. Just for fun, I'm going with Hot Pursuit this game. Why not? A little bit extra movement speed might help me get away from Butcher in a fight when I have my passive stacked up all the way. This map has a very set of odd mechanics, but the good news is we finally got enough money to pay off Blackheart. And now he's going to go fire cannonballs at our enemies' buildings. The next time, though, we're going to have to collect a few more coins if we want to be able to pay off Blackheart, as, he'll start charging us more. It's like an anti-snowball thingamajigger. We're going to have to back out a little bit here. What I want to do is I want to kill the Cho'Gall fellow. He appears to be in very, very deep. To be careful to not let Butcher get on me. One of the things that's really hard in this game is you must teamfight very carefully, set yourself up in a way that you don't get caught. Now, I probably could have avoided that zombie bomb. I'm still getting used to this. Not a big deal, I can always just vault out of that. Maybe vault on top of this bad boy. Is this? No, this is strafe, okay. I might still be able to catch him with strafe. Yes, okay. Not bad. So grab that little regen globe. Got 2 coins on me, so I'm going to go turn those in right about now. I think I'm getting more used to this over time. Glad to hear that you're enjoying this, Okami-sensei. Oh, my turn is going to be interrupted by this giant ogre fellow. Now that guy over there that you just saw is actually hilarious. I can't believe they added this. I thought it was a joke. I've always been suggesting something like that, but I never thought they would do it. Cho'Gall? This guy is actually 2 people playing as one single body, so it's 2 in 1. You can think of it, it sort of isn't true. It's like half true. One of them's driving, the other one's shooting. It's really dumb. It's a great bonding exercise with your friends, or what do you yell at them. It's great. Cho'Gall's really funny. Very cool. We're gonna go take her down too. There are many ways to build Valla. You can build her as a more auto-attacking build. You take advantage of her basic attacks, but I like the multi-shot one a little bit better, but it really depends on the situation. A good player will adapt his talent choices based off his needs. Yes, you just run. Diablo just runs faster on all 4s. But it's the same idea. Same idea, though. I believe, yeah, Pickled Pepper, yeah. Savannah says, let none survive. It's... I've no time for games and let none survive. She also says, I have no time for games in this game. Because there is a Sylvanas in this. Sylvanas is also one of my favorite heroes. I play like Brightwing, Lily, Tyrande, Valla. I think I'm gonna go deal with... Oh, I was gonna say I was gonna go deal with Cho'Gall, but apparently we've caught a Butcher fellow, so maybe they need me to finish him. Can't wait till I get the talent where my Frost Shot slows. I think I might need to actually ult just to secure this. I'm not really sure. Yeah, might as well. Yeah. Let's just take care of the siege camp while we're here. We can recruit those to our side to help us push a little bit faster. We need 2 more coins to turn in to get Blackheart. When it comes to Heroes of the Storm and you have no idea what you're doing and you're starting out, the idea is that you want to make sure that whenever something appears above the minimap, you just follow wherever your Lord and Savior Blizzard tells you to go. If an objective spawns, stop whatever you're doing, group up with your team, and go take care of them. Right now, our good friend Shen could use some assistance, but I think that first off, I'd like to at least attempt to kill Morales, so I think Morales is a little bit out of position. I guess since we have a lot of level 40s here, I probably don't need to be on an alternate account. but I wasn't sure what everyone's skill level is, so I can probably switch to my main at some point. Alright, so skill Cho'Gall. At least in the last game, everybody was all level 1. Whoop. Gotta dodge that. But somehow managed to roll, like, what, like 3 level 30 pluses? So, Good night, Giant Apple. Have a good one. Yeah, we'll see. I might do more Heroes of the Storm. Depends on the reception. It's either that, it's either Heroes of the Storm or Hearthstone, or maybe a little bit of both. I'm looking for something that I could do a little bit more as like a long-term deal on the side, as extra content to AoE for the people who are just not interested in AoE. It's contrary to popular belief. Well, you might really like Age of Empires 2, and you is just a broad term directed at the random people, right? Well, you might personally be interested in Age of Empires 2 only. There are a lot of people who liked Age of Empires 2 at one point, but they grew bored of it for one reason or another. I'd like something to offer those guys as well. Need Pickled Pepper. You can get a general idea of how well your team is doing by comparing the levels, but it doesn't tell the whole story, so sometimes you have to open up the scoreboard, which I won't do right now because I'm trying to kill this guy. He's a little too tanky, though. I think I'd rather go for Morales. I think she's a higher priority target. I don't think Cho'Gall's going anywhere. I'd rather not let Morales escape. Cool, and then this is Frost Shot, slows enemies. There are a lot of great options in this tier. Now, normally I would say this is a poor way to position Valla. There's a Butcher over here, I'm all alone, there's a Cho'Gall, but I think that these players are... Alright, maybe I'll switch back to my main after this. I thought there'd be a lot more new players. And there were, just not in this game, so maybe I'll switch back to my main. It depends. Yeah, I guess I'll have to pull the people on what their actual level is, and if the vast majority of new players will swap to my pleb accounts. And then if there are a bunch of experienced players, then I can use my regular personal account. Good night, Orion Pax. I'm glad that you're enjoying the extra content. He's gonna backfill the manas. Hello, X1ST321. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing, my friend? Skills do damage structures in this beat, yes. I'm gonna go in for the spin. I think Valla's other ultimate's also very good too. Wow, yeah, this isn't even close. Alright. I'll use my main account. There are two types of players who are watching right now. Players who have never played Heroes of the Storm before, and then players who have played plenty of games of Heroes of the Storm. The pirate guy is great. I thought he was really annoying at first, but he's grown on me, I'll tell ya. Who's got the coin for me service? Ah, crud. Will I be able to get back in there in time? Well, Venom has a good Lily ultimate, so I think we'll be fine here. And I can use that thing where, I was going to say where Volt refreshes Hungry Arrow, but I don't even need to. Might as well clear this out, but it looks like Morales is still here in the middle of nowhere. And this is going to be a very easy game. Glad to hear it, X1ST321. Maybe I'll just call you X1 or something simpler. Well, if there's any specific questions you'd like me to answer, I'd be happy to answer them. I like Tumble. I think the Tumble helps a lot with the positioning, and it's also something that makes Butcher a little bit less of a threat to Valla, as Butcher is normally someone that I have a lot of trouble dealing with. Oh my god, says he's a huge fan of pirates. Pirates are cool. Like our drunk pirate announcer. The little ogre guys have their own little pirate hats too. Now, I would just start strafing right now, but I really have to worry about, Diablo just being able to cancel my strafe instantly by just, not Diablo, Butcher by just stunning me. So, if he just wants to charge at me, he can totally do that. So I want to wait until he wastes it, ideally. Alright, I think he just used it. Not the ideal place to position me, because I am getting zapped by the core, but I am at least hitting everybody. Who's got the coin for me service? Who's got the coin for me service? I'm in, like, way too deep, but, yeah, it's actually okay since we're winning so hard. One of the things that takes a lot of practice in Heroes of the Storm is knowing your limits. Same thing with any sort of MOBA-style game. It's knowing how far ahead you are, what your character is capable of doing versus other heroes, and, yeah. And since I'm so far ahead, well, normally that would be a massive mistake, and I would be way too deep. Here, not so bad. I'm gonna go run out of there, perhaps grab one of those regen globes. Alright, Alright, well, looks like we are engaging on this. It's a good channel. He does actually manage to Molten Block so that I actually missed the Hungering Arrow, which is unfortunate. We get all the coins, and yeah, I think we got this. Flat chest, what do I like on tacos? I'm not actually a massive taco guy, but I'm pretty flexible with it. I don't know, cheese, onions, beef, beans. Thank you, Brent. Glad to hear it. Just deep enough? Yeah. Hey, Golvy's SD. Oh, that's some fine booty. Treasure for everybody, but mostly for me. Well, he's an ogre, but oh my god, but he doesn't like function like ogre magic. There's no like RNG stun and stuff. He's actually just lots of skill shot damage, so he's weird. He's an ogre, like ogre magi is, but he doesn't play the same at all. Yes. There are a lot of things, as Arjun points out, there are a lot of comeback mechanics in this game. Unfortunately, our opponents aren't taking that much advantage of it. We're stopping them like abnormally hard, but this game is a lot less snowbally than a game like Dota and League of Legends, which is one reason why I like playing it with my friends or just with you guys, because it's just a low stress, fun way to unwind. It's a lot faster. I like those games a lot too, but yeah, this game has a lot of comeback mechanics. Like for starters, every time you pay off Blackheart, he raises his fee just for you, so if the enemy team is having a lot of trouble turning in their coins, then it's always just going to cost them 10 the first time. So if we keep turning it in, it's going to be harder and harder for us to, roll several Blackhearts, which is one thing that allows them a chance to really just come back into the game. Also, when you die, you don't lose any money or anything like that. Yeah, and assuming that everybody on the opposing team is still soaking every lane, you're not really going to fall that behind in XP. It makes it harder for you to contest objectives. Dying is still bad, but not nearly as bad as it is in other types of similar games. So yeah, there are plenty of ways to come back. We lose a fight, our respawn timer, since we're so high level, is going to be 3 trillion years, and the enemy team could just win easy sneezy. So yeah, that was a solid game. One thing that I feel the need to point out is that this game is also easier to get into because Blizzard just throws gold at you like nobody's business. Also, it's the holidays, so you get all sorts of extra bonuses, but like, Blizzard is very generous with this type of thing. The prices of the heroes might seem really high, but you get quests, which you unlock once you hit like level 6, and they give you tons of gold for just leveling up. Leveling heroes to level 5, you get 500 gold for that too. They just throw free stuff at you non-stop. So this is a great, fun game to play with your friends. Love this one. Well, Zest, you gotta win the drawing. Same system that I do all the time. Exactly, X1ST says a lot of the heroes in this game are the same name as they do in Dota. And that's because Dota is based off the Blizzard Warcraft 3 Warcraft universe. Glad to hear it, Eddie Teddy. Yeah, so that was a pretty stompy game, so hopefully the next few are a little bit closer. If I end up getting a more experienced group like that, I will just swap over to my main account, and then over time, this account will also just catch up in the MMR as well. That wasn't actually a group of all the new players as it was the previous time before, so I'll keep my eyes peeled on that. Thank you so much for watching so far. I'll be doing a few more games after this, so don't go anywhere. If you did enjoy watching this, then I'll probably post this match on YouTube. If you leave me a thumbs up, it's a great way to show your support and tell me that you'd like to just see more content from me in general. If this is well received, then I'd be happy to do more Age of Empires 2 content in addition to the usual flow. Maybe I'll revisit Heroes of the Storm. I'll either be doing this or Hearthstone or something. I'm also considering doing like some sort of community choice day where you guys just suggest a game and I play that for a day. So maybe I'll dedicate a Sunday to Undertale, for example, and not revisit it. Something like that. If you have any questions specifically, C1v1, Alda Fodder, I'd be happy to answer them about this game. So yeah, your feedback is appreciated. I read all your comments, even though I don't get a chance to respond to them individually. This gets enough support. See what I can do in the future. And yeah, so that's Valla for you. She's a lot of fun. For those of you who have no idea what Valla was actually, what my kit was. Yes, thank you, Uther. New heroes are available. I'll put my abilities on the screen real fast for you. As there's just so much going on, it's difficult for me to explain everything while I play HOTS, but yeah. I don't have Arthas in either account, Zesty, but I don't play Arthas. All I can tell you is that Arthas is underrated. And I know that because the pros pick him somewhat consistently. You've seen him do very well, and I've seen Arthas players do well, but he's not someone that I actually own or play. But he looks cool. CS, maybe not so. But who knows? No AoE today, best Kale. You can find the schedule below. Alright, so we're gonna be right back in just a minute, so don't go anywhere. Play like 2 more rounds of Heroes of the Storm after this. I think I will swap back to the E region, and then we'll do an NA one after that. So I'll be right back, guys. Thank you as always for watching. Hello, Jay Smallman. Good to see you again. It's been a little while. Alright, we'll be right back.